Welcome to Vow Glow with Pastor Jay. My name again is Juliana Anake Ugu, and this is a conversation on before and after the vow. Permit me to welcome you to this year. It's been a while. I took some time off to attend to a couple of things, and so I haven't been here for some time now, but I am back and the conversation continues. I hope you have been having the best of the year like I have, and I pray that this year will deliver to us all that we desire from God. Today, I want us to talk about the gender war. What do I mean? I mean a situation where we have come to a point where there are women or group of women who are conversing, who are campaigning for the destruction of the male gender. Now, I know that over the years, there has been this treatment of the female gender that has not been encouraging. I know that from years past, centuries ago, the female gender, the woman, had been reduced to a certain position that wasn't really very acceptable. And that is what we're all preaching against. And so organizations have come up, groups have come up, there are talks of gender equality, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. You treat the male child and the female child equally, and all of that. And that had given rise to all sorts of movements that have been fighting for the emancipation, so to say, of the female gender. Now, this fight or this struggle has been taken to a level where it is beginning to look like the same thing that was done to the female gender, that was done to women, that people were complaining about, is being preached, or people are beginning to advocate that the same thing be done to the male, to the man, to the boy child. So you find people talking about men should be shamed, men should be dragged, and all of that. And there are lots of people that are beginning to nurse this intense hatred for men. So today I want us to look at it. I want to discuss with you, if you are a woman who says you hate the male gender, or you are advocating for the dragging, for the shaming. I've heard that, the shaming of the male gender, and you are advocating and you are encouraging, campaigning that women or people should begin to shame the male gender. I want to ask you today, are you married? If you are married, how are you treating your husband? Are you treating him in the same way that the woman was treated and we are all complaining about? If you were doing that, then you are adding to the problem, not solving the problem. Because you cannot defeat hate with hate. You can only defeat hate with love. Are you one of these persons who is campaigning for the hatred of the male gender? Are you single? If you are, do you hope to be married someday? Should you get married someday, how do you hope to treat your husband? Is it with shame? Is it with dishonor, disrespect, disregard? Is it with tension and trouble at home? Or do you hope to have a peaceful home where there will be love, where there will be mutual respect for each other, where children are going to be raised in a peaceful, serene, healthy environment? If that is the case, then you must cure yourself of the hatred for men. If you are already married and you have children, do you have a male child? If you have a male child, how are you loving his father for him to see? How are you raising him? What are you teaching him? Are you raising him to be this young man that is surrounded by hatred, that is always second-guessing the attitude or the treatment of his mother, that is afraid to air his views or to do anything because he does not know how his mother is going to respond? Are you raising a young man who will grow up unsure of himself and not knowing how to treat himself, how to set boundaries for himself, how to demand to be treated, and how to treat other people? I mean, because you have to love yourself treat yourself right before you know how to treat other people, before you know what to expect from other people. So my question is, how are you raising your son? Are you raising him to grow up to be a bitter, troubled, uncertain, low-esteemed young man who will not know how to treat the other person? Is that the kind of child you're raising? Because if you have plenty of hatred in your heart for the male gender, you will extend it to your husband. And by extension, it will get to your son. And if you raise a son in that atmosphere, in that environment, you are raising a young man who will come and not know how to be a man. So, bottom line, I am saying that as women, let's remain the loving, caring, nurturing creatures that God made us. Regardless of what we think that the patriarchy is doing, let us be the people that God created us to be: soft, resilient, loving, nurturing, and builders. That way, we'll be able to build our homes and build our sons so that they can grow up and come and be a generation of different men. Because people only give what they have. You cannot give what you do not have. So if you raise a son who does not know love, who does not know kindness, who does not know anything good, he will not be able to give anything good. So as a woman, as women, let's set aside the hatred for men. Let the war of the genders cease. Let the war of the sexes cease. Let us come together in harmony and have the kind of homes that God wants, that God had in mind when He instituted the marriage institution. Let's put the gender war aside. Let's set aside the war of the sexes. Let us lead with love. Let love reign and live in our homes, in our hearts, so that we'll be able to raise our sons better, train them better, that they will grow up and become better men. The responsibility is on I and you. We have the responsibility to raise the next generation of men, the next generation of the kind of men that we love to see, the kind of men that we will hand over the society to and go to sleep, knowing that they will be the kind of men that we would love to have. Do not let the hatred for man ruin your home and ruin your son. Make the change. Let the change begin with you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm willing, I'm waiting, I am expecting your comments. I want to hear from you. Join your voice to the conversation. Let's do this.